Is she over the body? Oh my gosh. Oh shoot. What are you supposed to do? Run in the closet? Hide under the bed?
Scream. Oh my God. Don't take Sonia. Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
You should have put your other coworkers next to you.
I know. I know. Oh my gosh. I'm hot now. Happy Wednesday.
Oh, good.
We should give everyone a tour of our office of all our new employees.
Cheers.
You should.
Yeah.
Our desks are full.
Yeah. We have agents dying to come in.
Yes, we do.
We're dying, all right.
Wait. Oh my gosh. Okay, welcome you guys. Oh my god, that was funny. It wasn't planned either. It was just in the spur of the moment. And it worked. Let's see. Good morning, Vanessa.
Good morning.
Hello.
So I don't know, I feel like I'm all out of breath. I already did my workout today. So good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It's another beautiful Wednesday. Gosh, it's nice today outside. It actually is really, really nice. So how are you guys doing this morning?
Fantastic.
Brenda?
I'm doing great.
That's awesome. I like your watch, your polka dot.
Oh, mine? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's a Kate Spade band.
That's
My
cute.
daughter
I like
chose it.
that's what I like about those Apple Watches is you can swap them out so they can look dressy, you know, exercisery, you know, you can accessorize it with whatever it is you're using it for. So are you guys ready for Halloween?
No.
Kind of.
Sort of. Halfway.
Yeah.
Kind of. We need
It's
to buy
like-
some
We get a lot
candy.
of kids in our neighborhood, so I kind of want to do a haunted house. And I keep telling my husband, he thinks I'm joking, but I think if I
Do
have
your
enough time,
garage. You could do your garage. That way-
no, I want to do it in the front. But I think if I have enough time, I'm gonna set it up before he gets home from work. He won't even know.
Oh my gosh.
Brenda is always doing something, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, that's funny. You're
We get a lot
talking
of
about
kids, too.
on Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would be neat. I've always wanted to do that. I always thought doing like the garage would be super cool. You know, like a maze. You know, they walk through it, like you're saying. You know, walk through. I always thought that would be.
There's a
cool.
few haunted houses that people set up here on our
Yeah.
block, and
Yeah.
they do them all in their front yard. And every year I'm like, I'm gonna do it. And this year I'm like, I think I'm gonna do it this year. But last year we couldn't. But this year I think I could do it.
Yeah, our neighborhood gets a lot of kids and a lot of trick-or-treaters, and we have a neighbor down the street that hands out hot dogs and Coke, like sodas and everything.
That's so
So
cool.
it's fun. It's really fun. Yeah, all the kids, about 20 kids, go trick-or-treating together. It's a fun time.
That's neat. That's good when
Yeah.
everybody, you know, especially when you know people, you know, or you know your neighborhood's going to be involved. It's pretty nice because you're able to, you know, and feel safe. Your kids are safe and, you know, free to go and take care of that. So
Yeah.
that is awesome. We're looking forward to having, you know, our Halloween event next well, 28th. I keep thinking it's next. Is it? It is next week. Huh?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, the 28th
Next
next week.
Thursday.
So, yeah, so definitely looking forward to that. There's a lot of fun things, going on with that. So just getting, ready for doing that. I really haven't decorated much at home for Halloween. I used to. I love Halloween, but lately, I just like the last couple years, to me, it's like it goes by so fast that I hate the cleanup part. So I love the decorating part, but I don't like the cleanup part.
Yeah.
So it just goes by too fast unless we get it done in September. But usually September on vacay, so that's why it ends up being October, and then it goes by super fast. So and then sometimes it gets windy. It hasn't really been windy this year, but a lot of times I would put like a lot of webs and stuff, and it would just be all tangled up, and my whole cemetery looking thing in my yard would be all blah because of the wind.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason it's kind of like but I totally love it and I enjoy it. And I think it's neat, like you said, that you're able to share that with your neighbors because it's I think the kids enjoy it for sure. So how are things going in your real estate world?
Jennifer?
Ah. um, things are going. I got some people that are wanting to sell and getting into the market, thinking about putting their houses on the market. Um, I have a transaction that I'm hoping I can get repairs approved for my buyer. Otherwise, we are going to have to look for another property. But I have faith that we'll go ahead and get it done. And just getting ready for 2022. I want to target a specific area in North Montana, and hopefully that bears some fruit and see what we can do.
That sounds awesome. How
Yeah.
about you, Brenda?
I have a few buyers that I took out over the weekend, and we saw a few properties that were really good, but they were like, we really want a pool, we really want RV parking, and I'm like, well, don't settle. I mean, it's slim pickings when it comes to specific needs, but if it's a must, don't feel like you're obligated to put an offer on anything. So I have a few buyers that I'm working with right now. And then
How are you seeing the prices? Like,
prices are pretty steady. They're still strong. I have a few listings that we listed or I listed and they went into escrow within the same week and all above list price. So strategically, I guess if it's done right, it's great. But if it's not, there's some houses that I do bring up to my clients and they have been sitting for a little bit or they're priced, a little bit outside of the range, and it kind of makes them question, like, are we in the right market? So I just try to educate my buyers, so, and my
yeah,
sellers, because
yeah.
it's a different, conversation with each one, but yeah.
Yeah, pricing is everything right now, right? We've been talking about that, like making sure we're pricing our listings
Mm-hmm.
according to the market. My listing in Paris, there's the same model match around the block. She priced higher than I did, and her appraisal came in and it closed lower than her list price. I priced lower than her, and my appraisal came in higher than my list price. So it is really about strategy and
Yeah.
how you're pricing things. So it's really important for people to know that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I tell my sellers, like, my job is to educate you, and at the end of my, my session with you, I hope that you have trust that I am educating you properly, and and that I answered all your questions, and that you feel comfortable moving forward with whatever price we choose, and
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we can only educate them so much before they make their own decision. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Good morning, Alia. Hi, Marlena.
good morning.
You're seeing everybody saying, there
I'm
she
like, I can't
is.
see anything.
Hi, Marlena. I actually had saw Marlena at the gym this morning. So
Oh.
we were both
Nice.
up and working out.
I wish I lived closer. Maybe somebody would come knock on my
Drag
door.
you out of bed.
Yeah.
Hi, Alia. You know,
Yes,
there's there's something about just getting up early. Everyone's asleep, and there's just, to me, there's something about it where you just get up and you get to drive by yourself. Your phone's not going to ring right now. You know, you're not going to get any messages. It's just because usually we're like, you know what I'm saying, when you're driving or you're just it's just, there's just something about getting up that time. It's your time. So for me, I truly like enjoy it, because it's like I get to just think. If I want to dance in my car, if I want to sing or whatever, I want to just hear something or just not hear nothing at all. It's like I could put my everything away. I know no one's going to be looking for me, and it's just a great time. And then you go in and work out, and you feel so good when you feel so accomplished when you leave. You're dying when you're there, but it's a good dying. It's a slow good die. Yeah. And but it feels good. And you know what the key is, and I actually told this to Marlene earlier, the key is to finding the gym that you're comfortable in. See, so for me, a 24-hour, like those big gyms aren't for me. I feel like you're lost in there. You're kind of like this lost wandering soul. So I've always liked more the private, like everyone knows everyone, and it's kind of like it's just great. And the hour that I go, 5 a.m., everyone that's there at that time is basically professionals. So they all either own a business or, they're like CEOs or what have you, but they're there early because they gotta be out. And so meeting different people, connecting with different people, it's nice. So, and again, it's just, there's no rush. After our workout, I got to spend a few minutes with, Marlena for a little bit, and it's like, I still am getting home, still, there by 6:30. So it's still early enough, I get to sit down, make breakfast, eat, and it's just, I'm not rushed. When I don't go to work out, it's like I sleep in, I'm sluggish, and I'm rushing. I don't eat, so I get to the office and I'm like, by the time I actually start working, it's an hour and a half later because I still have to eat. I still have to get myself going. And so it's just like the day's just so much better when I start off at that time. So that's, for me anyways, but, but everybody's different. Everybody, some people can't do it in the morning. Some people need to do it at night. I would not do it at night. There's no way. I already know myself. I'll make every excuse not to go.
Yeah, especially after a long day of work, we don't want to work out.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's why I say it's for me, I enjoy it. And I finally feel like I found a place that, that I like. So I look forward to it,
Yeah.
so. And Marlena said, yes, she's dead at night. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good morning, Katie.
Yeah. Good morning,
Good
Katie.
morning.
So speaking of real estate, congratulations, Katie, on your accepted offer.
Yay.
I don't know how long she's been working with this particular buyer, but it's been a while.
That's awesome.
And so yeah, she's finally got to deliver some good news today. So that's going to be awesome for her buyer. So let's
Katie's on a roll.
Yeah, let's look into the numbers and see kind of where we're at. And I mean, like you mentioned, you guys, the market's still strong, but pricing got to be on point. Has to be. So in Chino, currently we have 30 active listings on the market, 50 under contract, 70 closed. Looking at listing price compared to sales price, still getting more than what it's listed for, 15 days on the market. So still very strong in Chino. The market's still definitely going really well. And in Ontario, 44 active listings, 81 under contract, 88 closed, 602 list price. Again, still getting above the listing price with 16 days on the market, which is nothing, goes quick.
Yeah.
And then Harupa Valley, 29 listings on the market, 39 under contract, 52 closed. Again, still getting above list price, 16 days on the market. Just real quick in regards to, and Chino, really quick, I do have a listing that's going to be coming soon, probably in the next 30 days. It is a property that is owned by the original owner, and his entire cul-de-sac has never sold. So he would be the
Wow.
first one listing his property. They all grew up together.
Wow.
And so it's been a
Wow.
tough decision for him, but he's retiring and wants to get something smaller. And so if you know anyone who's looking in Chino, it's a beautiful home, very nice, and he actually added an ADU. So
Ooh.
it's a home with an ADU. So if you it's a nice little, it looks like a little apartment. It's really nice. So if you're thinking, if you know anyone who wants to relocate to Chino or anything, please reach out to us. Let us know. Ontario, Jen and I possibly have another seller. They're deciding if they're going to sell or not. They're still on the fence, but that's also a duplex. It was a single family. They put it into 2 units, very tastefully too. I think it was done very nicely. Would you agree, Jen?
Yeah, I
The
was thinking.
yard and everything, the way they have it, it all like sectioned off. It's pretty
Yeah,
nice. You can
it's
never
really
tell from the front. You would never know that it's 2
yeah.
units from the front. You wouldn't know. So
It's 2 units, and it also has the option to be one big home if they need it to be, because
right,
the way that it's separated is just by a door. So you open the door and you have the whole big 4-bedroom property. So it has a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
potential to work
yeah,
for either way.
right,
That's cool.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then in Harupa Valley, coming real soon, 2 2 single stories, which are very sought after. 4 bedrooms, built in 2015. So coming really soon, and so I'm excited about that. And so again, we have some listings coming up. I actually did get a call, which I'm going to be going at noon, to look at a condo here in Ontario as well. So see what that looks like, and if they want to, sell, or what their plans are. So that might be that we're getting calls. People wanting to see what's going on in the in the market, and is it the right time? So
Mhm.
definitely excited about going and checking it out and just giving them some information and seeing if it's something that they want to do. So we'll keep you posted on whatever we have coming up. So Brenda, it's all yours.
Okay, so in Rancho, we have 53 new listings, 111 pending and under contract, an average of 19 days on the market. Average list price 766 and average sale price 781. Number of homes sold 104. So still selling above list price and pretty short amount of days on the market. Then we have San Bernardino. And we have 81 new listings. That's crazy. 81 new listings with 180 pending.
It's a big city.
So, yeah, yeah. Um, 16 days on the market averagely, and average list price 440 and average sale price 452, with the number of homes sold 181. And then we have Redlands. Number of listings in Redlands, new listings, we have 29 new listings, 75 pending. And I'm actually marketing Redlands right now because I have 2 buyers that specifically want certain neighborhoods in Redlands. So that's what I'm targeting right now. So if anybody out there knows anybody or lives in Redlands and is thinking about selling, let me know. I have 2 buyers that want Redlands specifically. So then we have average days on the market 15 days, average list price 563 and average sale price 571 with 54 homes sold. And then we have Highland, 24 new listings in Highland, average days on the market 19, with a number of homes pending 40. Average sale price 500,000, average list price 500,000, and average sale price 507, with the number of homes sold 52.
And let's move to Colton. We have 23 active listings in Colton, 34 pending and under contract, 34 closed in the last 30 days. Average list price 449 and average sales price 440 with 18 days on the market. And then Rialto, we have 23 listings on the market, 60 are under contract, 76 have closed. We have 495 as the average list price, with 507 being the sales price, with 17 days on the market. And last but not least, Fontana, 79 active listings right now, 155 are under contract, with 134 closed. 570 is our average listing price in Fontana, with 589 being the sales price, with 16 days on the market. That is your market update.
That's awesome.
Do you remember when we started in Rialto? We only had like 7 listings, 10 sold. Like it was like very,
Minimal.
very small numbers. And now
Yeah.
it's like, pretty high up there.
Why do you think? What do you think is? I just think that the affordability for some people, they need to move further east. So that's why I feel like those numbers are higher. Like Fontana is booming. I mean, we have so many new builds coming out here too. It's crazy.
Well, I think personally, Rialto has a lot of pockets where their original owners and a lot of owners have lived in their houses for a while. Because I remember door knocking like a North Rialto by the old golf course up there.
Oh yeah.
And they were almost all like original or related to the original owner, or like a house that was passed down. And a lot of the sales that you're seeing right now for North Rialto are those neighborhoods that were original owners. So either they've passed it on to their kids and they're now selling, or they're downsizing, or or seeing that what their equity can do for them. So, or moving in with their kids, because a lot of those are older homeowners. So,
yeah. It's a nice area over there. It was a country club. It used to be a country club. So all those homes are big lots, single story. A lot of them are single story, and it's nice. It's nice up there.
Yeah.
Even San Bernardino too, up by the university and up by Arrowhead Country Club. Those homes are really nice as well.
Yeah. 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 Each city has different pockets that a lot of people like, I know some people, you hear the word Rialto and they think, certain South Rialto, certain parts of Rialto. And then I have some clients that are like, I'm not going anywhere near Rialto. And then I'll send them a listing and they're like, that's not in Rialto. I'm like, please drive by it, and then they're like, oh my God, I never knew that neighborhood was there, And so it's kind of like, you have to explore around it, just, not label it. But I think every city is like that. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think they rely on, on us to make sure that, we're guiding them and we're letting them know what areas are
nicer.
Good. Yeah. Nicer.
Yeah.
Exactly. So with that said, we have a special guest with us today. So she's actually part of our marketing team. So we wanted her to kind of share and talk about the importance of social media marketing. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce Ms. Morgan here.
Hello,
Hi, Morgan.
good morning. How is everyone?
Good.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Yeah, well, thank you so much for joining us. We truly appreciate it. I'm going to take this off here because it's driving me crazy. Okay, there we go. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll go ahead and let you introduce yourself and take it away.
Yeah, so I'm Morgan. I'm the marketing coordinator here at Remax Champions. I'm in charge of the social media for the Remax page. You'll see me a lot on Pulse, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of the social media. We take care of the trainings for the company. We help plan the events with some of the other people from management. Just a little bit of what I do here.
And what do you see? Like, tell us a little bit, like, in regards to, like, why do you feel, social media is important?
So it's just a good way to get your name out there. I saw something recently that said like 99% of millennials are starting their home search online, and like 90% of baby boomers are starting their home search online. So if you're in real estate and you're not on social media and you don't have your website going, you're missing a huge chunk of your audience. And putting your name out there, getting people to know your business, getting them to know you. It can only help you to get your name out there in a different market.
Yeah.
What would you say to, like, let's just say to an agent who's doesn't like to be on camera, who is shy, and says, no, that's just not for me. I just don't see myself doing that. Brenda.
You're on camera now, Brenda. You're on camera now.
I would say video is king of content right now. So if you don't want to do video, I get it. I don't like being in front of the camera either. That's why I'm more behind the scenes. But video is king right now. So like TikTok, that's why TikTok is huge. That's why Instagram is pushing Reels. So it doesn't even have to be a long form video, just a quick like 15-30 second video that you can post as a TikTok or a Reel is huge right now, whether it's informational or something fun like a silly dance. You're going to get views on it. So it's just people like seeing pretty pictures, but people are more likely to stay on your video right now.
Yeah, that's true. It is hard to get on those TikToks. Sometimes it feels so silly.
I know.
And you're doing like these funny dances and
Mhm.
stuff. And part of me is like, this doesn't even relate to real estate. And
Yeah.
sometimes, but I guess it's about people getting to know your personality.
Mhm.
And if you're somebody that they could relate to or that they would love working with. But I also think it's very important to give value on when we're doing these things, because
Yeah.
the fun stuff is fun, but I want people to know that we're also professionals.
Yeah. You can always tie it back to your job, your real estate, home buying tips. It can always be informational too. It doesn't just have to be fun and silly and no value to your audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
The
do
fun
look
is
forward
so-
to it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's and
Mhm.
you can actually like mix it and do both.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny because one of our other agents was in here yesterday, and she was saying that it's consistency,
Mhm.
whatever it is. She said certain things are annoying, like from not necessarily realtors, but other industries that, are marketing to her. And she says, it's super annoying sometimes, but I still look forward, or I'm looking for that content that they give out because
Yeah.
they're on top of it. So that's the thing. Once you start it, you have to continue to do it because you have people waiting for what's next,
Yeah.
what else. And like Morgan said, it kind of gives you the exposure and you keep on top of mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it plays into the algorithm too, because Instagram and Facebook, they want to see people consistently posting. If you're someone that posts like once a month, when you post a month from now, it's not going to be seen by anyone. So you want to keep top of mind and post consistently.
What about hashtags? I was hearing I heard before like 30 hashtags on Instagram was the way to go, and then I was hearing now it's less. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. So I don't know the reasoning behind it, but Instagram came out and suggested under 11. So I try and keep it like between 9 and 11 hashtags on a post now. And they also said instead of putting it in like the first comment on your Instagram, to put them back in the caption for whatever reason. They just said it's more discoverable now because I think just however they change things.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, keep it about 10 hashtags in a caption.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to know. It's like you're a hashtag. That's all it is hashtag.
I know.
on some of them.
I think the other day we were doing some TikToks in the office, Sonia, and I'm like, are we TikTok stars or are we realtors now? I'm not quite sure.
Both. You're
But we're
both now.
realtors. It's
You're
fun
real TikTok stars.
You're one
though.
of
Yeah,
these.
there you go.
Can you see that? You're one of these.
Other real, what does it
The
say?
real estate agents, me.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So we also wanted
Your
to
unicorn.
invite you guys to our class next week, next Tuesday. We're going to be hosting and kind of showing some real cool, like, easy ways to make some of these TikTok, and Instagram reels. Myself and Alexa, I'm going to be her model. She's going to be giving the class about how to create short videos, and just sometimes you don't realize, and there she is. Sometimes you don't realize, like when you're with clients, like this morning, my daughter sent me a TikTok, and I'm going to share it with you guys. I thought it was really interesting. It actually is the journey of one of her buyers. And then she put it all together, and I thought it was really neat. So there's so many things that you can do to inspire someone to work with you, because those are all important events, from the first meeting to them thinking they can never do it, to the frustration, in the middle, they're not getting the home that they believe is for them, and then to finally getting their keys on their dream home, realizing that, wow, we went through all this, and this is why, and they're happy about it. So there's so many different ways. I think it's actually a great way to share kind of reality of your business, and we do the fun ones because, we have to laugh. We go through so much through emotions throughout the day, high, low, high, low, high, low. And so I think it's just a way for us to kind of show it, express to everybody, because on the outside looking in, if you've ever seen that meme, it says, my mom thinks this is my job, my friends thinks this, the reality. So everyone has a different perception of what it really is, but no one really knows everything that we go through. Like, spend a day with Brenda, you'll know what it's like. Spend a day.
Please spend the day with me.
And vice versa.
That's why I don't have time for videos. Spend it with me.
No, we need them to spend a day with you so they can video you.
They can record me. I need an Alexa.
Yeah.
I need an Alexa.
Yeah.
That's what I said the other day. I think I was telling Sonia, I need Alexa to follow me around. Like, I can't record myself and do what I'm doing at the same time.
Yeah.
You're like, excuse me, but I have a videographers follow me while we
Yeah.
We're being filmed.
You're gonna have them sign a waiver that you're okay to be on camera.
Oh my gosh.
So that's really interesting. I know that I believe Alexa had mentioned to me that even Facebook was kind of trying to come up with something similar to Reels or something like that. They're trying to come up with their own. So obviously, if that's the case, then that tells us that it's pretty popular, or it's like you're saying, those short videos are the way to go. So I think it's hilarious. I really never spent time on it, to be honest, but I have people tell me, that's all I'm on. I get my recipes. And, the more and more I've been talking about it with different people, they're like, oh yeah, I'm on it because, they do find value, other than some of the stuff is hilarious.
My husband sends me the most randomest things. I'm like, who has time to be looking through all this? Like, only you would. And he's like, but look, it actually shows something. I'm like, I can't with you. Like,
yeah, no, and like I said, that's what's funny about it is, there is value, and then other stuff is just to make you laugh, which we all need a good laugh. So it is funny. Is there anything else, Morgan, that you can suggest or anything at all?
I think if you are not doing reels right now, then you need to be posting consistently, using hashtags. Interacting is also huge. Interact with your target audience. Just helps get your name out there. The more you're interacting and engaging with people, Instagram will show your post to more people. So if you're not interacting, start interacting.
Yes.
I do believe social media works. I was actually looking for a fence company to come give me an estimate for my house. And I first started with Google. I was like, okay, let me look for a local fence company. And it popped up with all these ads. And I'm like, I just want a fence company. So then I go on, I click on a few, and then it doesn't give me like their location, and it has like an 800 number. And I'm like, oh my God. So then I go on to Instagram and I hashtag fences or vinyl fences, and it pops up all these companies and videos of people that do vinyl fences. And I'm like, okay, how do I narrow it down to my city or like my area? So then I put like Inland Empire fencing, and and then it kind of narrows it down. But it's like I did find some companies like on Facebook and on Google, and they didn't have a social media. And I'm like, well, I kind of want to see your work. Like where
Mhm.
how do I know what kind, what quality of work you do? And then I went and looked them up on social media, and they didn't have any. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to call them, but it was kind of one of those things where I was like, well, would I want somebody to do that for me,
Mhm.
So
Yeah, people are visual. They want to see what kind of work you're doing. They want to see testimonials and how you work with clients. And I do that too. If I am looking for something, I'll search on Instagram. And I know if both of us are doing it, if all of us are doing it, then most everyone is doing it. So you want to have your name out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you think about it, a lot of times you're not even thinking of buying certain things, or you're not even, but you're scrolling and you're like, oh my
Mhm.
gosh, I see use in that, or
Mhm.
I would like that. I know sometimes I've tagged, some of the girls, and I'm like, hey, look at this, we could use this, or look at that. So
Yeah.
and it's the same thing, maybe they're working with someone where they feel like, man, they're not, they're, how come I didn't know about that? They didn't share that with me. Wow, that's an option. Let me find out more information. So you're right, absolutely. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
What
Yeah,
about Morgan? What about boosted posts, paid posts, or do you recommend those on Instagram as well?
Yeah, you can do them Instagram and Facebook because you can narrow down who you're targeting. So instead of just putting it out there for everyone to see, if there's like a specific listing that you want to get eyes on, you can narrow it down by age. You can narrow it down by location. So if you have a listing in Rialto or whatever, and you want to really hit the Inland Empire hard, you can narrow that down. So you're hitting exactly who you want to hit with that post.
Jennifer, I have an app that I use through our Mac Center
Oh yeah.
that does it for each social media that you want, and it'll promote only what you want, not
Nice.
everything else. And it tells you how many views, how many leads, how much you want to pay for, how many days, and
Oh,
it runs it for you. And it only targets the people that are looking. So
so it finds that's in the Mac Center. See,
yeah,
Remix has lots of value, guys.
Yeah.
you just have to, guess what? Log in.
you have to create your profile.
Yeah. Yes, create your profile. I think it's through that Megaphone, right? Is it Megaphone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should get, when you do a listing, you should get an automated email, but we'll talk about that.
We actually have a Megaphone training coming up with Remax headquarters on the 4th.
Oh, awesome.
I
November?
use it. I find it very helpful. I've used it for about a year and a half now.
Nice.
Okay.
So
Good.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, if there's anything else you have to share, Morgan, otherwise, thank you so much. We appreciate your input, and thank you for encouraging. And you guys, definitely, I know you guys are there to help us. They are
Someone froze
available.
for me.
Just kidding.
This one was frozen for me.
Oh, I'm still frozen.
Are you?
What is
You're
it?
not frozen.
Let it go.
Oh, here I am.
turn on the
Maybe I was
dancing
frozen.
music and bring out Michael.
And, right? Yeah. It's 'cause he murdered me. So. But thank you so much. Do you guys have any other questions for Morgan?
No,
Nope.
I think we're good.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for everything you do for us.
Thank you. Have a good day, you
Yeah,
guys.
absolutely. If you guys need anything, let Morgan know.
Yeah,
And,
contact me, email me, send me a message on Pulse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Send her a message on Pulse, and I hope you guys, we won't see you till after. I just realized that. It's going to
After
be
Halloween.
after. Yeah. It's going to be the
November
3rd. So, the 3rd. So, we'll see you guys then.
See you
Bye,
then.
Marlena. And I
Bye.
got my
Spooky
evil is
day.
coming after me now.
Oh my God.
Look at all my agents want to attack me.
I love our office. I love it.
Yeah.
If you're not here, you
Say
need
bye to
to
Michael.
We need the name tag.
I know.
Bye, Marlena. Bye, everyone.
Bye, you guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
We'll see you guys soon. Bye.
It's hilarious.